This story is about when lies are used against a child, the truth destroys everything.
The rain was loud enough to drown guilt. That's what I thought, until my phone rang. Her name lit the screen. My new wife. Her voice was sharp, controlled, almost proud. "She's gone," she said. A pause. I told her to leave. The windshield wipers moved like metronomes counting down something irreversible. "Who?" I asked, even though my chest already knew. "Your daughter," she snapped. "She's a curse in this house." The storm outside swallowed my breath. 15 years old, barefoot, rain cutting sideways like knives. "She lied," my wife continued. "My son told me everything. I won't raise a snake under my roof." I pictured my daughter's face, too quiet lately, eyes always apologizing for existing. I pictured her standing in the dark while a door closed behind her. "Where is she?" I asked, a shrug in her voice. "Not my problem anymore." The line went dead. Something inside me didn't break, it locked. I didn't scream, didn't speed, didn't cry. I drove, and I listened to the storm like it was giving testimony. By the time I reached the house, the porch light was off, empty, clean, like my daughter had never existed there. My stepson sat inside, dry, wrapped in a blanket, eyes red, performative. "She pushed me," he whispered when he saw me. "Said she wished I was dead." The lie landed too neatly. My wife stood behind him, arms crossed, righteous. I'd seen that posture before, when she wanted to win, not tell the truth. "She's always been jealous," my wife said. "She hates him. She hates us." Us. That word was new and sharp. I nodded, played the role they expected. Inside, something was rearranging itself. My daughter had lost her mother years ago. She never raised her voice, never fought, but now she was violent, cruel, dangerous, convenient. I noticed the scratches on my stepson's arm, parallel, shallow, self-inflicted. I noticed my wife wouldn't meet my eyes. That night, I didn't sleep. I listened, to doors, to whispered laughter, to the sound of two people relieved that an obstacle was gone. At dawn, I started working. I called the police, calmly, filed a missing persons report. I checked the security cameras my wife forgot we had, deleted footage from the front door, but not from the garage. I watched my stepson scratch his own arm, practice crying, then walk inside smiling. I pulled phone records, messages between my wife and her ex-husband, his father, plans, jokes about getting rid of the girl, a blended family fantasy that never included my child. I drove the roads near the house, found her shoes in a ditch, her jacket caught on a fence. Still breathing, still alive. 3 hours passed, then my phone rang again. This time, it wasn't my wife. "Sir," the officer said, voice tight, "we found your daughter, alive, sheltering under a collapsed shed, hypothermic, terrified." She told them everything. The lie, the shove, the words screamed at her. "Get out of my house. I don't need a cursed daughter." The storm had recorded it all. So had I. When the police arrived at the house, my wife's face drained of color. Her son froze. I handed the officer a folder, printouts, photos, video stills. No speech, no accusation, just truth. My wife collapsed into denial first, then rage, then pleading. "It was discipline," she cried. "She's unstable." The officer didn't look at her. My stepson screamed when they cuffed him for filing a false report and endangerment. He called for his mother. She reached for me instead. I stepped back. That movement hurt her more than words ever could. At the station, I signed one form, emergency custody, sole, permanent. I pressed charges, every single one. My wife watched through glass as her world folded inward. No screaming this time, just understanding. "You planned this," she whispered. I met her eyes for the first time since the storm. "Yes," I said, "after you did." That was it. No monologue, no forgiveness. I left her sitting there, exactly where lies belong. My daughter sleeps now, safe, warm. She doesn't ask why adults fail. She already knows. I packed the house while it was quiet, removed every trace of them, the photos, the wedding ring, the illusion. I didn't feel victorious, I felt precise. Some storms destroy, others reveal foundations. She thought she exiled my weakness. What she actually did was teach me where my loyalty lives, and I will never confuse love with mercy again.